first down.
Oh, pick that off, man.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I think I'm starting to play with.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Oh, that's a
and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's third down.
They have to like when they've done defensively at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Trying to do, man.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
That's some bullshit right there, man.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers to throw once more. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
He was brought down by Anthony.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good.
Off to the right,
and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hit him with the hee-hee.
Rivers. They'll set up the screen.
Man, you come on, you need
and this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
13.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, sometimes our pre-game meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dean Lowry drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I was looking at X, my tight end. I ran the screen, but I offered to hit my damn tight end. I said, shit, that bit they moved to the last minute. Damn it, boy.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. In the red zone,
big time kid, baby.
Crosses over out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
What that took? That was nice. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Here we go. To throw on 3rd down, Rivers.
Hold him to the ball.
But that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails,
now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Following the interception here, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Rivers on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run to Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Rivers. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Colts 10. Packers nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Rodgers.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception. And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dean Lowry picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Pass incomplete with the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
The 37-yard line.
Here's Rivers. Caught left side by Hilton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 79! 79! Mike, 44. Mike, sweetheart. 44 to Mike. Mike, 44. Mike, 89!
Rivers now from the 50. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Frank Wright, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Rivers.
Man, that motherfucker got caught up in this shit, man.
Unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers.
Oh,
His
pick
throw
that up, man.
incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Keep it in.
And he's able to get it back here to
There,
the
look,
33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 43.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 36, Rivers.
Move the
battle for it here, and this will be caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
On the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake here, Rivers under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jones. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Give me that.
He bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And a throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Give me that, nigga. Throw
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're trying to play me.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
That bad's interference.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by
what a
Jair
PI,
Alexander. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
He got to beat up. He can't even.
They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 36, Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 36 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Good. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hines. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 now. Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Man, get the fuck out.
Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
He gets it, drop it. Look at that bullshit right there. Oh, boy, they kidding me.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. And able to
But get the fuck out, but he can't be down between 3.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Look at this shit right here.
He's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, man, come on. That was too fun right there.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Yeah, little cheating that game.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And
Bitch ain't dropped that today.
Come on, man. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down, Packers.
On 1st down, Jones. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
Man, come on.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Score, Packers 14, Colts 13. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Rivers to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. That'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Rivers.
Man, what the fuck? You see that
incomplete. Zach passed to the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Oh, they got their
He was unable to complete it there. And just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
A 41-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now.
They try to cheat the nigga, man. Yeah, the nigga all that bullshit.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Give me that, nigga. Run up and score this bitch. Yeah, we do to these niggas, man.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
I don't see the drops. Yeah, more drop, man. That's bullshit.